Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 13 of the NRL. We saw two games today. We saw the Titans beat the Cowboys. 30 points to 10. And we saw the Eels beat the Sharks 14 points to 12. Bit of controversy out of that Cronulla versus Parramatta game. A lot of people are upset about the refereeing in that game, and I'll agree with the refereeing. Ben Cummins refereeing was it Ben Cummins who did that game? It was, wasn't it? He was absolutely horrendous. In that one there, Ben Cummins. I thought it was a decent game overall, but let's go back to the first game, which I don't really want to talk about, to be honest. The Titans 30, Cowboys 10. Where do I even begin with this game? Honestly, I was going to come on here and just absolutely rage, but the problem with the Cowboys at the moment is they're just not trying. There's no there's no heart in the jersey at the moment. I feel like they're disrespecting the jersey at this stage. Um, the way they're attacking and defending is just ordinary. Their defense today, especially on the side with Hampton, Opacek, Hess, and O'Neill, that side of defense needs to be addressed badly because honestly, Opacek came out the line that many times and he was ordinary. Hampton was terrible. O'Neill, I thought O'Neill had a fair game, but it's hard when you got other players coming in and not doing a good job in defense, and then you got blokes like Cohen Hess who haven't really fired a shot this year, and you know, frustrating for the Cowboys. It was Michael Morgan return, which was fantastic to see Michael Morgan return, but you got to remember too, it's his first game since March. He hasn't played a game with the new rules yet. Today was his first game with the new rules. Um, Defensively, he was a bit off. I'm not convinced that he's fully fit, to be honest with you. His shoulder doesn't look right still. I thought he was ordinary, but what can you do? You're jumping in, you're jumping back in a Cowboys side that's been ordinary all season. So it's obviously a tough ask for Michael Morgan, but take nothing away from the Gold Coast. I thought they were great. I thought they started the game very well. They completed a lot of sets. I don't think they made an error in the first half until probably late in the first half. They had a really good lead there of 22-0, and the first half of the Cowboys was probably one of the worst that I've seen this year. It's up there with obviously you go back to the Tigers game where the Tigers had 34-0 against the Cowboys. It was pretty bad. It was like that, to be honest. It was similar, and then at half time the Cowboys come out, they scored two tries. I looked a little bit better, 24-10 down. I'm thinking, there is hope, but do they have the points to do it? Cowboys all year have been pretty good at scoring points, but their defense all year has been just absolutely awful. And again, another poor performance from my Cowboys, and I don't know where they go from here. They haven't got a coach at the moment. They got an interim coach in Josh Hannay, and it's just things that the Cowboys are very sour at the moment. And there's not much to say about the Cowboys because it's an absolute mess up in Townsville. And I think for them going forward, whoever the new coach is going to be, for crying out loud, just make a lot of changes, change the way they play, change the way they train, change the way they think on field, because at the moment, whatever they're doing at the moment, it's just not working, and the whole club's in shambles at the moment. It's an absolute mess. I hate to say this, but the Cowboys are very similar to the Broncos at the moment. Both teams are struggling. Both teams are very similar. It's just an absolute mess at the Cowboys at the moment. So, well done to the Titans on a win. I'm going to give the Cowboys' performance a 2 out of 10. They disrespected the jersey of the Cowboys, and they didn't show any heart, in my opinion. I'm going to give the Gold Coast performance a 7.5 out of 10. Thought they were great. They probably could have went on with the game a bit more, to be honest. They could have went on with it a lot more than what they did. So, my top three I'm going in this game. Number 3 is going to go to Kevin Proctor. Number 2 is going to go to Brian Kelly. And number 1, my man of the match, it's going to go to AJ Brimson. I thought he was outstanding, and he's my man of the match. And again, let's go to the game that we just seen. Parramatta 14, Cronulla 12. A lot of people are upset about this game, about the refereeing, and A lot of people think the Sharks were robbed and all of that. Now, I see where they're coming from. I totally understand. But you got to remember, the last try to Ronaldo Mulatalo, leading up to that play, Wade Graham knocked the ball on. So, that was a dud call against the Eels. But there was dud calls in the whole game. The refereeing was absolutely horrendous. Both teams really struggled in the wet, in my opinion. Both teams didn't play unbelievably fantastic, but it's just the Parramatta Eels. They just keep finding a way to win. They grinding out games. They're just finding a way to win. I thought Ronaldo Mulatalo was outstanding for Cronulla. I thought Nathan Brown and Dylan Brown were great for the Eels. I thought Gutherson was all right. I thought Blake Ferguson was hot and cold. He had his moments. Still can't score a try. Bloody poor Fergo. I thought Kane Evans and Orican Kafusi were pretty good off the bench for Parramatta. But, Parramatta, they just find a way to win, don't they? They just find a way. And as for Cronulla, there's absolutely no shame in losing that game today. They are obviously frustrated that they scored more points than the Eels, but they didn't win because of the goal kicking. Now, everyone will say, oh, they lost because of goal kicking. That's not why they lost. They lost because they just didn't win. They didn't lose because of goal kicking. They lost the game because Parramatta's defence was good enough to win the game. You can say the goal kicking cost them the game, but the Parramatta Eels defence, it got them home again. They found a way to win. A lot of people are upset about the refereeing. I understand. I'm going to stay out of it. I'm going to sit on the fence in this one and say Parramatta deserved to win the game. I thought the Sharks deserved it with 10 to go because they were coming back, but Parramatta in the end found a way to win, and that's what the good sides do. The Sharks would have been in 5th if they had won the game. Now they're in 8th, so that's how crucial games are at the moment. The refereeing was garbage, both sides, but another great win for the Parramatta Eels. My top 3 on ground here. Number 3, I'm going to give it to Ronaldo Mulatalo. I thought he was great. Number 2 is going to go to Dylan Brown. I thought he was outstanding. And number 1, my man of the match, it's going to go to Nathan Brown. I thought he was outstanding for the Eels this afternoon in very wet conditions. A lot of puddles in that game too at Nostrata Jubilee. A lot of puddles, a lot of slippery football in that game. I thought it was a good game to watch too. So, well done to the Eels. I'm going to give the Sharks' performance a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give the Eels' performance a 7 out of 10. Good teams find a way to win, and I think the Sharks are they're doing okay at the moment. I think they're going to go close to making finals. I think they might make the finals at this point, but yeah, they're looking all right, the Sharks, and it was another grinding win for the Eels. So, yeah, that's the Sunday football review pretty much wrapped up, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The round 13 team of the week, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm getting out of here. If you're going to be awake at 10 o'clock tonight, the Super League is on Fox League. It is my team, the Salford Red Devils, up against Hull FC. So if you want to stay, if you're awake and you're not going to bed till about midnight, I recommend to watch the Super League game. It's a very entertaining rugby league competition over in England. I'm looking forward to it. So go Salford tonight. Well done to Gold Coast and Parramatta today. I'm getting out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.